In and it definitely looks like it's going to rain. Galen Unold is on the phone, and of course he represents LifeSouth Community Blood Center, reminding us of our role in making sure that there is a blood supply when it is needed by those in the hospitals, etc. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
I'm in Ocala. I was just dropping off my son at school, so back in the car.
Be careful. Looks like it's going to rain.
Well, of course it's going to rain. Did you speaking of rain, in Mobile, Alabama, I don't know if you saw any of the video, it's flooding pretty badly down there in downtown Mobile.
No, I didn't know that, no. It's
just the rain. We need the rain, I guess. I don't know. It's what people keep saying.
I know. I'm not so sure if we do. I mean, nothing you can do about it anyway. But it sounds like in Florida, it sounds like the southern part of the state needs it more than we do.
Yeah. I know the rivers and are really flooded down in Hernando as well. The Swanee, the Itchituckney, they're swollen. I guess they don't flood; they're swollen. That's a good term to use.
Man, and when we went to the state parks, there was one state park that had a measuring stick. It was I don't know if it was 100 yards, but it was a long way away from the bank of the river, and the river must have been 40 feet deep when it was that high. It was unbelievable how deep they can get.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I think it just kind of ebbs and flows, and I guess we're back to the filling part. You remember back in in the late 90s, early 90s, like right around 97, 98, it flooded really bad, and 441 flooded, and there are alligators.
Oh, I do remember that, yes. Is that
when Payne's Prairie flooded?
I couldn't told you the date, but yeah, I remember that, yeah. Well, Payne's Prairie used to be a lake. And and that year it was a lake again.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
There's a museum up at Payne's Prairie that shows illustrations of paddle boats on the lake that once was where the prairie is now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's hard to believe. I mean, I guess you just went out paddle boating.
Yeah,
I guess
like the steamboat.
That was the thing to do back in those days. Let's just go paddle boating, honey. Let's go out paddle boating. Maybe there was no road.
That's a lot of work. Those paddle boats are a lot of work.
It's on the Ocklawaha too, wasn't it? That we saw pictures of paddle boats.
Oh yeah,
coming on the Ocklawaha up the Silver River.
Yeah, I don't think they were paddle boats. I think they were steam operated paddle boats.
Yeah, like you see in the movies with the gamblers and everything going down the Mississippi.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of on a sports thing this week. I found another interesting thing about sports that I thought you would have fun with, that we'd all have fun with, and I was listening to some of these. I don't have the audio, but maybe Galen can reproduce them with his voice. The best sports chants.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. That'll be good. That'll be good. There's some great ones.
Does the Boston Red Sox have a chant? Or
No. In baseball, it's hard to have a chant outside of the parade.
Real?
It's really hard to have a chant because it's not, it's not that kind of an event,
Well, there's a chant at the Yankees.
Well, there's a ton of them at the Yankees.
Wait till you hear this chant. I just googled it. Red Sox used the Sweet Caroline thing, so that's not a chant. They just use a song.
Yeah, that's not a chant. No, I mean Sweet Caroline's a tradition that people like, I guess, but it's a fairly new one, and it's only happened in the last 15, 16 years.
Well, isn't there something special during the seventh inning stretch? The teams play something special when everybody gets up and does what they do.
Yeah, take me out to the ball game.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. I think I found the Boston.
Chant, though. That's a song.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I found the Boston Red Sox chant. Are you ready? Let's see if we can hear. Let's see if we can hear this. Ready?
Let's go Red Sox.
Yes, that's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, how come it's not playing? How come I don't hear it?
They just say, "Let's go Red Sox," and then they clap.
I hit the button.
Again,
oh, I see what I did wrong. I did something wrong. Hold on.
Let's go!
Oh, okay, I'm going to try it again.
Let's go, Red Sox, let's go! Let's go, Red Sox, let's go! Let's go, Red Sox, let's go! Let's go, Red Sox, let's go!
Oh, wow. So that's their chant, huh?
That's not really what it sounds like. That sounds like somebody recorded something in the studio. You know what that sounds like? I think that's the Dropkick Murphy.
Oh,
Okay.
When I was in high school, our
I have no idea.
when I was in high school, our Cudahy high school football team was called the Packers, of course, and it would go, "Here we go, Packers! Here we go."
Same thing.
And that's what that reminds me of, and that's like how many years have I been
okay.
out?
Okay.
So they stole.
Oh, well, wait till you hear some of these.
Don't consider those chants. Those are cheers.
Yeah.
All right, well, wait till you hear these. This is going to be fun, then. I have a feeling. All right, so before we go there, tell me how the blood supply is. What do we need to know?
We need RH negative units. That's where we're at. So we need A negative, B negative, and O negative, and AB negative platelet donors. So if you have a negative inside your blood, get out there and give the gift of life.
There you go.
Again, what negative really means is you just don't have something. It's not a bad thing. It's not like you're without.
There you go. But I am B positive.
Yes, you are.
Or I do like
Get
to.
exposed to that RH. There you go.
And be sure to thank Penn Flooring for making that announcement possible, because they sponsor the Galen Unold / LifeSouth announcements every morning. Penn Flooring provides quality customer service and beautiful flooring. They've got a showroom where you can check it out for yourself and get educated on that flooring. They've been doing this for over a quarter of a century. They're located at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the McKay-Williams Bridge, a few blocks from Pine Avenue. On 17th Street. And also thank the folks at Palm Garden for sponsoring the Galen Unold / LifeSouth segment.
Yep, Jan Marino, she's a mover.
There you go. So go
wonderful.
Palm Garden, beautiful place. We're going to play there in October, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Are we doing an Oktoberfest thing?
I don't know. We're doing an
think we are.
event, so we probably should,
Probably
get
find
ready
out.
to
No, I think
play
we
some.
are. I think we are.
Yeah, we're going to be in the courtyard, though. We're not going to be.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oktoberfest, that's where an accordion's at its best.
Yeah, some would say so. Although the folks in Chattanooga think it's a French thing.
Yes.
They have,
There's a lot of those old French movies, there's an accordion player.
right, so that's what we're doing up in Chattanooga, and then later on in October, I guess we'll be doing the what do you call it? The
Oompa
the
surprise.
polkas. Yeah, the polkas.
Polkas.
Good morning. You're on the air with us.
Good morning, Larry, Robin, and Galen. Yes, guys, my uncle's friends are going to be doing an Oktoberfest event at Palm Garden, and we'll be buying some advertising for that.
Oh, nice.
You'll be hearing more about it.
Well, you do such a great job, Jan. You and your guys over there. You're always in the forefront.
Well, thanks so much, Robin. It's easy for me. All I have to do is talk about the great work that everybody else does. I don't have to brag about myself. I brag about our nurses and therapists and nursing assistants and so forth, so it's easy.
So Jan would be a good TEDx speaker.
Excellent. Yes, you would, Jan.
Because
you should do that.
On what topic?
I don't know, but one of the rules is you do not bring your ego to the stage.
Mm-hmm. And you're excellent.
Well, then in that case, Robin is the one, because she won't even take a compliment.
Oh, I know. I know. He comes right back at me. I can't. I know.
You say to Robin, you are absolutely the best, and she says, I know you are, but what am I?
Right, exactly. She's the anti-Trump. She's the exact opposite of Donald Trump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And really, that's not a bad thing. We all love Robin.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank
you guys have a great day. Go back and do Chants.
Yeah. There's a good chance we'll do
Bye,
Chants.
guys.
Thank you. And thank you for sponsoring
Chants.
this segment with Galen. There's one of your sponsors listening in, Galen.
Yeah.
How about that?
If Trump were to be do a chant, it would be the best. He would hire the best people. It would be really, really good.
Yes.
No substance, but it would be really, really good. Done by the best people.
It's funny.
Well, you would be a good TEDx speaker too, Galen, because you go around and that's like second nature to you, is to giving talks.
All right, so let's get to some of these chants.
Make America great again, one speech at a time.
Some of these chants are, by the way, American chants. Most of them are, because I figured if I didn't stick with American chants, everybody would be glazed over with their eyes.
Oh, okay.
But I do have a couple from Europe that I think you're going to like.
Oh, no, the soccer teams and fans have great chants.
Well, wait till you hear at least one of them.
They are renowned, and then each team has their set of chants.
All right, I feel like I've hit a sports topic that might be new for Galen. We'll find out when we come back. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, clouds and breaks of sun, warm but humid with a couple of showers and a heavy thunderstorm or two. Watch for flooding downpours, the high 84 to 88. Partly to mostly cloudy tonight with a shower or thunderstorm in the area near the coast early on, the low 72 to 76. Tomorrow, times of clouds and sun with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, the high 86 to 90. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a shower or thunderstorm, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hey, Robin, my friend's mother is getting out of the hospital and needs rehab before she goes home. Do you know of a rehab you'd recommend?
Sure. Our friend Jan Marino works at Palm Garden, and she's always talking about the work they do there.
Great idea. I'm going to call Jan right now. What's the number?
854-6262.
I'll call 854-6262, or I might just stop by Palm Garden. It's at the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street.
Great. I'll go with you.
This weather is brought to you by your local Safeway water dealer, who would like to remind you to drink plenty of water each day to keep the doctor away.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
All right, 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. All right, this is going to be a fun topic. Galen Unold on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Remember, the important reason Galen comes on is so that we are reminded that we have a responsibility in making sure that there is a blood supply, and it takes you nothing but time. Mm-hmm. You go there, they do it all. They will put the needle in you, and you just bleed. That's all.
Yeah.
And save some lives in the process. All right, so sports chants. Ready for this? This is going to be number 12, because I'm going to cut out some of the British ones, okay? Or some of the European ones, I mean. Okay. Number 12 is the Bleacher Creatures. Do you know who they are, Galen?
The Cubs?
No. This is a group in the Yankees. They support the Yankees, and this is how it goes. There's a bald-headed guy. I watched this video. He is called Bald Vinny Milano. Vinny Milano stands up. He says he's a fan. He stands up in the stadium. He must go to every game. Uh-huh. And he stands up, and he tells the crowd to quieten down. Did you hear the pronunciation of the word quieten?
Yes.
You don't. He doesn't say quiet down. He says quieten down. Mm-hmm. That's how he says it. And then once everybody's quiet, he shouts out the name of the center field player.
Oh, yeah.
And then the rest...
He'll do each player. He'll do one player at a time. Yeah.
Yes, and they scream it.
Yeah.
They scream it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
The rest of the creatures then proceed to chant until they receive some kind of recognition, following which the creatures move through the lineup. Following his retirement, former Yankees first baseman Jason Giambi said that the roll call was the thing he missed the most and described it as the best thing in baseball.
Oh, so they're probably on the jumbo cam then. Every time they yell a player's name, they probably zoom in on the player.
Who was the guy in the Gators, Galen, called Mr. Two Bits?
He's Mr. Two Bits. What is his name?
Is he gone?
I interviewed the guy. Yeah, he retired, and now what they do is they have a celebrity Two Bits guy every week.
Oh, okay.
So every week, every home game is somebody different. But yeah, Two Bits did it for like 40 years or something.
So when
started in the 60s.
So for a while, as you know, I worked for the Gators, the radio thing.
And the network.
I didn't do anything. I just worked for them.
Well, you made sure they were on the air.
I worked with the guys. I worked with the guys who worked for them. It was the same company. But anyway, so we had free tickets, so we would go a lot. The first time I went, we were very close to this guy who stood up. And he said, 2 bits. I'm thinking, oh, look at this guy standing up. I had no idea he was a legend. But he was right in front of Alex and me. So.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. All right, now let's go to London. Are you ready for this next one?
Yeah.
Since signing for the Leyton Orient from Brighton in the year 2010, the midfielder named Dean Cox has become an integral part of the Orient team, amassing more than 250 appearances for the London team. He stands at 5 feet 4 inches tall. He was renowned for his diminutive stature and nicknamed Tiny Cox.
Nice. Nice.
Soon after, one group of Orient supporters spotted the opportunity for a chant. And so the O's fans now can be heard singing, "We've got Tiny Cox." That's their chant. I had to include...
Well, the thing is in soccer, because the action never really stops, you know, they chant all the time through the whole match. They're chanting.
But if you...
And most of the time I have no idea what they're saying because the translation from their English to the right English is
that's the thing.
Crazy.
But if you're watching this on TV, let's say you're flipping channels and you happen to come upon the chant and you listen to this one, you're going to say, I know it's crazy, but it sounds like they're saying, "We've got Tiny Cocks."
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it sounds like they're saying.
Exactly.
And that's what they're saying.
That is what they're saying. All right, let me get out of the European ones and go to the American ones now.
Now, you know, Europe. England isn't in Europe. England is an island.
Let's see. Is this an American one? No, this is not an American one. Okay.
Number 10.
I know. I'm looking for them.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I didn't miss one. All right.
Okay.
All right. Here's one. I believe this is another European one. Yeah, this is an European one. But they use the song "You'll Never Walk Alone."
Oh.
And that's considered a chant. All right. So now here's the American one.
They chant the whole time.
Oh, they do?
I mean, they chant the whole time.
All right. Here's one from the Mets. And this is the top 10 now, according to this list. Arguably, it's one of the most recognizable chants in sports, and since the Mets are actually a top-placed team, plan to keep hearing it in late into October. Let's see. The chant became something more special than your run-of-the-mill team chant in 1986 when the amazing Mets...
why you got to bring up 86?
Beat the Red Sox. The Mets were 27 games ahead going into the playoffs, and the team had very high expectations. The Mets advertising executives had Shelley Palmer put together a theme song and music video for the team, and it is titled "Let's Go Mets." So that's the chant, "Let's Go Mets." Galen hates me right now.
Yes, he does.
I don't know. What do you want me to say? You brought up 86. I mean, what do you want me to recover with that from?
All right, number nine. Number 9. Move on to the next one.
You know what? Red Sox beat the Yankees last night. Playoffs for another day. Enjoy that.
You know what's funny? I don't care. That's what's funny. I don't care at all.
Yeah. You brought up 86.
It was much better when you and Tom were arguing because Tom cared.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Keep talking about 86. I'll hang up. 86.
Number 9.
8 o'clock in the morning.
86 was a very good year. That was the year.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
There's not a redeemable quality in the year 1986.
Yes, there is.
After October 24th, nothing.
Well, this was July 15th.
Yes.
July 15th, 1986, I became a daddy. It was a very wonderful year for me.
Yep.
See, I said after October.
All right, here's the next one. Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter.
Well, that's because it's Jeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeter.
So that was
Usually when New York chants your name like that, it's mocking you. But with Jeter, it was with respect.
Oh,
I'm glad you said that because the next one is...
So now you got to remember the greatest Yankees cheer of all time as a Red Sox fan was when they were Pedro Martinez, when they used to call him "Who's your daddy?" That was the best.
Oh,
That was the best because Pedro couldn't beat the Yankees in 03 or really 04, and then he came out and he goes, "I don't know what to say. Just call the Yankees my daddy." And so the Yankees fan, every time he would pitch, the whole game they would say, "Who's your daddy?" It was great. And then of course in 04, when we came back and won in games and were down 0-3 and came back and won the series 4-3, they didn't say that anymore, which is great.
So I don't think you have as much vested interest in hockey as you do in baseball. So the next one you might not have any emotional reaction to, but actually I have a connection to the next one because
the most famous hockey one is probably "Let's Go Rangers." I mean, that's when Madison Square Garden starts singing like that. I mean, that's
well,
awesome.
this one can be heard in Madison Square Garden also. This comes from just a few miles away at the Nassau Coliseum, which I used to work at. The chant originated in 1979 when Dennis Potvin of the Islanders injured Rangers forward Ulf Nilsson and ended his career. Rangers fans would chant this in hatred and frustration during the team's 54-year Stanley Cup drought. Potvin sucks.
Oh.
That's what they would chant.
Yeah. My dad used to cheer that at the top of his lungs.
The chant can still be heard at Madison Square Garden as a running joke.
Yeah, my dad was they still say it, by the way.
Yeah, that's what it says.
If you listen to they'll still say it. But,
wow.
My dad was a huge Rangers fan. He bought a satellite dish in 1977 just to watch the Rangers.
Really?
So, yeah. Probably was huge, too.
Huge Rangers fan. It was massive.
Here's another one.
Massive. It was one of the 10-foot wide ones.
He probably bought it from AFC and Microdyne.
The Jets, Jets chant.
Good chant. Yeah, I mean, the Jets are really not good. So that's a good one, yeah.
This started when the Jets were actually playing in Shea Stadium, believe it or not.
Yep, it's been around for a long, long time.
The chant carried over to MetLife Stadium and is usually led by season ticket holder fireman Ed Anzalone, maybe.
Yeah, I know he was trying to get compensated for his efforts with the Jets. I don't know how that went.
Number 6 is the Islanders fans to the Rangers 1940. 1940.
Yeah. Now, you got to remember, before the Rangers won the Stanley Cup, I think it was 95, 94.
94 it says here. Yeah.
With Mark Messier. That's what everybody would say to the Rangers because they hadn't won the Stanley Cup since 1940. And so if you would just hear 1940, and what the cool thing is when the Rangers won the Stanley Cup in 94, all the Rangers fans started singing 1940. It was pretty cool.
By the way, you want to see a crowd cheer like it was a home run in a major baseball game? Watch the video of Taylor Swift doing the song "I Ain't Got No Satisfaction" and then saying, "By the way, I have a guest. His name is Mick Jagger." and Mick Jagger goes on stage with Taylor Swift, and that crowd cheers just like it was a home run at a major baseball game. All right.
You had me at Taylor Swift. Had me at Taylor Swift.
All right. I Believe is a USA Soccer chant. It's number 5.
That's the American Outlaws, and they're trying to get soccer huge in this country, and they do a good job at. You'll hear it during all the U.S. games, even when they have no chance of winning. They go, "I believe that we can win. I believe that we can win." So nobody on the field believes that they can win, but the crowd does. It's a great cheer.
Let me do the top 4 before we run out. Number 4 is "Hey, You Suck." That's in Maryland.
Nice.
Maryland fans, Maryland basketball fans. Rock Chalk Jayhawk at the University of Kansas. KU.
It's a great cheer. When that place starts getting crazy and they start Rock Chalk Jayhawk, it's pretty awesome.
That's okay. Number 2 is "Who's Your Daddy?" That's Yankees fans to Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, I gave you that story earlier.
Yes, you did.
And the number 1, according to this list, is "Winning Team, Losing Team," the Utah State chant.
Wow.
Winning team, losing team.
Utah.
What'd I say?
I don't know that one.
Utah, okay.
I'll have to Google it.
State chant.
There are a few chants out there like this one. It says,
I don't know.
10,000 people pointing out the team's bench, screaming, losing team over and over again. Losing team. Oh, wow. Okay. Have to check it out. Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Today we were at Wedgwood Lane, Larry, at the Walmart.
Wedgwood Wayne. Okay. Go donate blood and any way you can find a place to do it. LifeSouth is on the board. Thank you, Galen.
All right, you guys are the best. Bye, all.
We'll be right back.
Looks like Senate lawmakers are about to feed the meter for the government shutdown clock.
The Senate is set to pass a stopgap spending bill that would keep the government up and running through December 11th. It sidesteps calls to defund the agency amid allegations of profits from its tissue donation program. After the spending bill clears the Senate, it heads to the House, where outgoing Speaker John Boehner has said it will get a vote.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. President Obama and the Cuban president will be sitting down together at the UN this a day after a face-to-face with the Russian president.
Dealing half with Ukraine, but mostly focusing on Syria. Putin, of course, proposing what he says is a broad coalition like the type that fought Hitler to fight ISIS and terrorism, but that, he says, must include strongman Bashar al-Assad.
Fox's Eric Shawn. President Obama rejecting that proposal. And Volkswagen says 1.8 million of its vehicles are among those affected by the emissions rigging scandal. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Howdy, RL here for Dairy Queen. Spring is in the air, and so is the smell of meat cooking on our charbroiled grill. You want to treat yourself to one of our most excellent grilled chicken sandwiches or wraps, or maybe a foot-long all-beef chili dog, and wash it down with an Orange Julius fruit smoothie with many real fruit flavors. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
What are the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking? Will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Do you drink bottled water because you don't like the taste of your tap water or you suspect it's not safe?
Not anymore. I went to SafewayWater.com. Their water doctors make free house calls and they are trained water treatment professionals.
If your water is under the weather or you're dealing with well water problems, call Safeway Water at 855-999-SAFE.
And be sure to drink plenty of water each day to keep the doctor away. Safeway Water.
SafewayWater.com.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
A 10 to 20-minute nap pays off the most. Any longer, and your body falls into deep stages of sleep, making you groggy when you wake up. Take Sam's Club, for example. They're so confident that drones will be the hot holiday gift that they're stocking a dozen different kinds, from basic models to ones that come equipped with high-res cameras or the ability to pick up small objects. Things we watch on TV can absolutely directly impact our mood.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites